Hi, boys and girls. Today I want to talk to you about those fortune cookies again. Remember that inside a fortune cookie is a little piece of paper, and on that paper is a lesson. And we've been talking about how our books are like fortune cookies. Well, whenever I get a fortune cookie and I read the lesson on the paper, I always keep that lesson with me. And then later on, I can go back and I can read the lessons that I've already learned from my fortune cookies. I can do the same thing with the books that we read. Readers don't just think about the lesson one time and then are all finished. Readers think about the lesson and keep that lesson with them. They learn what the author of the books that they're reading are trying to teach them. Now, when we're reading a book, readers don't just think about the lesson at the end of the book. Readers also predict the lesson right from the start. Whenever you get a new book, think to yourself, I wonder what this book is going to teach me. Let's think about the lessons in a stack of books that I have. I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that teaches you. Let's use some clues to help us predict what the lesson in this book could be. This book is called Interrupting Chicken and the Elephant of Surprise. There's some speech bubbles on the cover. That little chicken there is saying, "What a surprise!" And then looks like maybe that's a dad or a grandpa chicken. He's saying, "Chicken, there are no elephants in this book." And then down hidden in that corner is a little elephant. And he's saying, "Hee hee," he's giggling. Now, I want to make sure when I make my prediction about the lesson, I'm not predicting what the book's going to be. I'm predicting what the author is going to be teaching me. So take a close look and see if you can think about what the lesson in this book might be. I'm thinking about that title, Interrupting Chicken. I know when somebody interrupts, that's talking over them or stopping them from talking. Maybe this book, I wonder if this book is going to be one of the stories that teaches you to be a good listener. I thought about what might happen in this book. I used the title to help me think what the lesson in this book could do. Let's do that again with another book. Here I have the book Sheila Ray the Brave. Think about what the lesson in this story could be. I'm noticing that this story is probably about this little mouse named Sheila, and she's probably going to have to do something pretty brave. I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that teaches you to be brave, even when things could be scary. Okay, let's try it again. Now I have Misunderstood Shark. Friends, don't eat friends. I'm noticing on the cover there's a shark, and it looks like there's an x-ray machine here. So maybe that jellyfish is inside the shark's belly. Maybe that shark ate the jellyfish. And it looks like this little sea otter here is really worried, and so is this little fish. Friends don't eat friends. What could the lesson in this story be? I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that teaches you how to be a good friend. Okay, another one. Eraser. Let's see if we can predict the lesson right from the start here. The title doesn't give me too many clues like in my last couple stories. So we have to really think hard about what could happen in this book and what the author could be teaching us. I'm noticing that there's some school supplies here, and it looks like there's a math paper with some math problems. And this says 1 plus 4 equals 6. That's a mistake. Maybe one of the characters in this story is going to make a mistake. I know that I can use erasers to help me erase and fix up my mistakes. So we thought about what might happen in this story. Now, what could the lesson be? I wonder if this is going to be one of the stories that teaches you it's okay to make mistakes. Or maybe I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that teaches you to always try your best. Now, we have to read stories to check our prediction. Today, with Mrs. Fararisi, you're going to read the book Swimmy. Okay? I want you to try and make a prediction right from the start before we listen to Mrs. Fararisi read this story. And then we're going to check our prediction and see if the lesson is really what we thought it could be. Swimmy, notice that little fish there. He looks different from the other fish. I wonder if this is going to be one of those stories that teaches you it's okay to be different. Now, our prediction might be right or it might be wrong, but we need to make sure that we're thinking of the lesson as soon as we start reading our stories. Now, today, your job before you read is going to be to make a prediction about the lesson in the book. And to do that, you're going to have to think about what's happening in the book, so like a regular prediction, and then you're going to have to stretch out your thinking to predict the lesson. We're going to keep keeping track of our lessons in our story on this paper here because that's going to help us later on tomorrow with our lessons. So make sure today you're taking one book and writing the lesson on your paper. Okay, so your job is going to be to go off and make your prediction before you listen to Mrs. Fararisi read Swimmy. Okay, make your prediction about Swimmy and then go listen to Mrs. Fararisi and see if your prediction was right. What was the lesson in Swimmy?